Good morning, guys. This is a video I've been waiting a long time to share with y'all. Well, first the adventure to go on and then to share it with y'all. But due to the pandemic, things have been kind of crazy, as we all know, so for health reasons I have not been able to go on this trip yet. Now this trip is a place to a lot of people here where I live go. A lot of the Mexicans and foreigners go to travel to get away, just to enjoy the nuances of the locale I'm going to. Before I get into where I'm going, I'm going to give you a little background about me. In case you didn't know, I am an Army brat. I grew up living around the world, traveling with my military family, overseas in Europe, and then back to the States. Matter of fact, I don't know if you can see, if you look over my shoulder on the wall, those two plaques just above the tire behind me with the little red sticker over this shoulder. Those two plaques are actually participation certificates from when we lived in Italy, and I played Little League or Pee Wee soccer and Pee Wee T-ball. So that's just, traveling and culture is just part of who I am. You know, it's one of the perks of being an Army brat, is traveling and experiencing different things. But after my father retired from the military and we relocated back to Georgia, it's just everyday people. It's just whites or black. Really not much culture. And personally, I did not feel like I fit in, because none of these people that I was in school with were childhood friends. I mean, we're all kids, but they grew up with each other, not with me. So I was kind of an outsider. The fact that I lived in Italy and played soccer made me kind of cool for the early years, but after that, it pretty much just isolated me. So I kind of longed for that culture. It wasn't until I got into college where I made friends from East India, the Philippines, Jamaica, and Europe that I got to experience that culture again, which really excited me because I got to learn more about, Jamaica and India, I really didn't have much experience with. But I really enjoy, I don't know if you know, within the Indian community there's a lot of spirituality. Not necessarily Christian, but spirituality. And even within the Jamaican community there's a lot of deep roots in faith. You know, during those college years, that's when I kind of became more of a seeker, exploring different faiths and culture. Today, I still keep up with those friends via Facebook, and when my Jamaican friend was still living here near me, I'd go see him and talk to his wife. I went to his wedding. Now, the last time I saw my Indian friends was when I was driving back from Colorado in 2009. I stopped in outside of Dallas to see some of my Indian friends, and we went out and played pool. I got to meet their wives. But since then, you know, the closest I've come to experiencing different cultures here where I live is a place I'm going today, and I could not be excited. I've gone there over the years to get away, experience different food, and just hang out. It's the world's largest indoor flea market, and here where I live, there's a lot of the Mexican families go there to get things from Mexico. I'm gonna share some of those with you in my little show and tell session. But before that, I wanna cut this light off because I think I'm blinding everybody. Okay, now we're back. The first time I went there, I was just basically going in to see what this place was about. I had passed this flea market for about 5 years as I traveled to North Georgia to see my mentor and his family. But once I went in and smelt all the different smells of the different foods, whether it was Cuban food, Asian food, Mexican food, I was just like, oh, this is awesome. And there were all kinds of flags hanging down from the side of different countries. So to me, that reminded me of the open air flea markets in Italy. On the weekends, my father was off. My family would travel into little local Italian towns, and there'd be like flea markets, and they'd have in the alley, like in little alleys. So you'd have cobblestone streets, then you'd have like flags hanging down, and just row after row of fruit stands or local treasures. Like there was one glass blower there that would make like animals and creatures out of glass, and you can actually buy these glass creatures to take home. So this flea market I'm going to today reminds me of that. Now some of the treasure I've picked up there, let's say, I'm going to start with my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Don't laugh now. This little fella here, it doesn't look like much, but it's actually a tequila jar. You take it off the top. Now you see it's not a jug, it's more of a tequila jar. I'm going to get a little guy on the front. I mean, the handiwork is kind of nice. I don't drink. I haven't had a drink in over 20 years, but I get a little dusty, but it just looks good. Right now it just sits in my kitchen on top of a shelf, but that's my favorite one. Another, let's say, is more of a little kind of almost like an Aztec bowl, but the thing about these is where I'm going today, they actually have vendors where you can go in and watch them make pottery right in front of you. Then you can go over to the store side of it and buy the stuff. So that's really unique. So you get a sense of being there with the creation with these. Now I wasn't there when these were made. These are just some that I saw on the shelf that I thought, those look cool. I'm going to take them home and put them in my kitchen. That's how I'm done. One more and then I'm done with the show and tell. Here is another little jug. It's basically a water jug. You look at the back of it. Look at that. And again, just like the other, you take the top off and yeah, it looks cool sitting on the shelf. Of course, I don't use it putting water. It's just all for looks in my kitchen. So those are the 3 potteries I usually buy there, that I've bought there. Now my focus of this trip, aside from just getting out and going out and experiencing some good Mexican food, which I'm going to show you pictures and maybe some videos of the food court here. They have this huge international food court where you have authentic Mexican, you have like Thai, Mediterranean, all kinds of, and all in this food court you get all this smell as you're sitting there. It's just like, and there's a big like mural on the ceiling of people from around the world, and in the corner they have like a little carousel where little kids can go on there and play. And if I'm lucky, I don't know if I'll be lucky during the pandemic, you can go there, they'll have live music, like live mariachi bands, and there'll be dancers out there. Sometimes they get little kids out there dancing to the music. It just it's just fun experience the different cultures. And it reminds me of my childhood. So I'm excited about going there today and sharing it with you. So I've been preparing for this. Now that I'm fully vaccinated, my doctor feels comfortable with me going. Now, although I'm fully vaccinated, I did check the website and they still are taking COVID precautions. So I will be taking a mask with me. So don't be shocked if you see me in the videos or the pictures with masks on. It's just because that's the rules of the venue. And I like to play by the rules, and with the Delta variant going around, I have no problem putting on a mask. So it's about where I'm going is about, it's about a 2-hour drive from here. It's between where I live and North Georgia. It's just on the other side of Athens. If you're a big Bulldog fan, which again, I play the real football, soccer, so I'm not really into American football, so I'm fine with just driving through Athens, going up, enjoying myself and coming back. And my plan today is to go up to the flea market and come back and hit a state park in Athens and go do some hiking, and then maybe stop in Athens for dinner on the way back. Usually I'd stop at a local restaurant called the Varcher to eat, but they've recently closed that place, so I'm going to have to explore a little bit. I have a place in mind that I want to try to eat for dinner. It's not something really I usually eat, but I do like, matter of fact, when I was in college, my best friend who is Indian, whenever we go to Athens to see friends or go to parties or go clubbing, we'd always find some place in Athens and get us a chicken Philly. So today, in honor of my friend Sanjay, I'm getting me a chicken Philly for dinner, hopefully. But it should be a fun trip. This is going to be my first official road trip of summer, and it's going to be my first time going to this flea market in probably 2, maybe 3 years. I'm excited. You're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see the little kid in me. I mean, I'm gonna be taking all kinds of crazy pictures. I'm gonna show you some of the things I like. I mean, they have a whole wing of this flea market. It's nothing but musical instruments, and they have nothing but arts and craft on another wing. They have a whole outside section where you just go out there, you get fruit, and on the back of this place they have stables and stalls where people go and buy cows, horses, and livestock for the farms around North Georgia. It's really a cool place, so I'm excited to share that with y'all. And I just realized my new addition to my home office made its debut behind me. My new accent chair. When I saw it, I'm like, it fits with my theme of my home office being a safari. And it's actually pretty doggone comfortable. I've sat in it a couple of times. And it's not too big and cumbersome. I can pick it up, move it wherever I want in the room, and then put it back in a corner over here, and it's out of the way. So it's not always blocking that door that you see. But sit back, enjoy the show, and at the end of this video I'm going to try to put directions and more information about the venue I'm going to. So with that said, viva la vaquita! Yeah, okay. In case you don't know what la vaquita is, you will by the end of this video, I guarantee. So with that, let me see. I got my trusty water jug ready to go for the road trip. 95 miles up through the country, little small towns, except for Athens. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in North Georgia. Bye-bye. Alright guys, I finally made it here. There was a little bit of traffic coming up through Athens this morning, but I made it here. Now I am ready to go eat me some Mexican food. But before I go in, I want you to take a look outside. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder. I'm gonna flip around and let y'all see back there some more. Maybe I won't. There we go. First of all, look at the flag blowing in the wind. Then we got La Vaquita. It's a cool place. Now, in case you don't know what La Vaquita means, La Vaquita is actually Spanish for little cow. Yeah, so you can see that big. Actually, I'm gonna walk over here towards them and let you see these cows. This is an old school flea market. You got cows there, and on the very back side of this property is actually stalls where you can go get cattle. But this is one of my favorite places to go just to get away. So that's it. We're here, so I'm about to go inside, enjoy the pictures and some of the food. Okay, we're inside now. I'll put my mask down a little bit. But we're inside. You see how it's big in here? Just look over my shoulder at all the people walking around the shops. Trying to look for little things over here.
You know, are you taking photos of a family member or?
No.
Are you taking pictures of this food?
Where is it? Still here and having fun, y'all. Okay guys, I usually come here to get some pottery and stuff, but this year I was on another mission. I wanted to get something for my bedroom, and no, you're not getting any pictures or video in my bedroom with your little nasty selves. I bought a new dresser last year and it's black for my bedroom, but I wanted something, a runner to put across the top of it for add a little color. So that was my main reason for coming here, and guess what? Score! I got me a Mexican runner for my dresser, and I can't wait to get home and put it across the top of the dresser, and then I may take a picture, but that's it. I'm not one of those weirdos who puts all their pictures of their bedroom and all that online for everybody to see. So this is what I came for. Now it's time to go have fun exploring the flea market some more. So enjoy the show.